Okay, we're recording now. Hey, how you guys doing? We just getting some stuff together. I got Ben here, and I just wanted to say that last Wednesday it was kind of a surprise because it was a lot more people than we normally have, but our facilitator does such a good job to help so many people. It's like literally several hundred people that I've ran into over the last 3 years that say, oh yeah, you know, she helped me to do this, she helped me do that. So a part of the reason why I decided to start this is because she has so much knowledge, so much information, and she's so good at administrating, like a counselor and a caseworker all put together. So every once in a while, there'll be a lot of people in here. You know, sometimes it's only like 2 or 3, but when you touch that many lives, people come back to see about you or ask you a question, and sometimes they just want to bring you a gift or something like that. So anyway, what I wanted to say was there were so many people, and the energy was great, all right? But like in life, sometimes the unexpected happens. I think that's the first time we were set up to do the podcast, but it was like so many people, there was so much crosstalk. It was all good. It was like all good. That's why I videotaped it, but it was unexpected. So I just want to say, sometimes that's what happened, right? You know, and it's all about helping as many people as possible. You know, so it was a good thing there was a lot of people there. We don't have so many people here today, so it's all good. I think it's all good. Is it okay?
I didn't know what was going on last week. I didn't have no idea what was going on.
That was the first time since we were doing a podcast. It was so many people, and like the energy was like way out because like a lot of people was helping each other and talking to each other. It was just it had been a long time since there was that many people. There was over 9 people in here. I mean, it could have been 11 or 12. I'm not really sure, but anyway, we had a house full. That's what happens sometimes here, but it had been a long time. So that was the first time you were here and it was that many people. One time, a couple of times, it was like standing room only, and we had to get those extra chairs over there. Yeah, our facilitators like help a whole lot of people. Sometimes they come by.
Up here on housing rights.
Okay. Oh, and lastly, the reason I brought that up is because in life, especially when you're going through something, you're going through a challenge, you know, you find yourself without or in need of something, expect the unexpected. But you can also remember this. Good things happen unexpectedly to many people when they don't expect it. And that's why they say never give up, because you never know. That one thing to help you might be right around the corner.
Right.
You know. So anyway, I know it threw me off a little bit, but I said, you know, I'm gonna capture this, you know, and put it out there. But anyway, we back, right, Ben?
Yep.
All right.
We got some stuff about housing rights, the Know Your Housing Rights. Source of income discrimination. Says California law forbids housing providers from discriminating against tenants based on their source of income. Income is not only wages from employers, but also includes Section 8 vouchers and other rental assistance, Social Security, funeral assistance. So it's just about any income that you got. They can't discriminate and say, you know, hey, it says, for example, sources of income discrimination include renting owners or applicants for jobs, refusing to rent or demanding a higher deposit from applicants with non-wage income such as SSI.
I don't know how. I never learned how.
You know, just they don't want to discriminate because of income.
Well, I'm all set up to go. Show me how to do it. So next Wednesday I can be right in there.
This paper also has
Okay. After we do this,
You guys are cross
show me how to do that.
Exactly. You guys are cross talking on me. I'm trying to put this out here, and you guys give me a chance to do it real quick.
We're setting up the live interview. Like I said, just like last week, it was a lot more people expected. We're a little slow on getting the live broadcast going. But anything that's new, things happen. So, all right. So I'll set this up, and we will eliminate the cross talking because we want you to hear this important knowledge.
You just gotta speak up a little louder.
Do I?
Yeah.
Audio. Okay.
At distance.
So the source of income discrimination,
Yeah.
they forbid housing providers from discriminating against tenants based on their source of income. It says some source of income may be Section 8 vouchers, supplemental social security, any kind of money that you come in. They can't just say, hey, because you working with these people, or you're making this money from here, you can't. It says examples of source of income discrimination include renting on to applicants with a job, refusing to rent or demanding higher deposits from applicants with non-wage income, such as SSI. Refusing to fill out paperwork and provide specific documents necessary for rental assistance programs such as Section 8. That's down at the housing authority. It was basically a cover against your knowing your rights against housing authority income discrimination.
Yeah, because a lot of people think if they don't meet that 3 times the rent criteria, that they can't get rented to. But Section 8 offsets that, so you don't have to make more. You're guaranteed to make enough in Section 8.
Plus, there's the new law that just came out said they can't charge you so much over the amount no more, double times and stuff like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it came into effect July 1st. Then they got applicants with criminal histories on here. It says the law protects some protections to address the barrier faced by housing applicants with criminal history. It says it is lawful for housing providers to perform background checks of applicants. However, it is unlawful for housing providers to have a blanket ban on all applicants with criminal history or those with certain types of convictions.
Right.
So they cannot discriminate against you for certain types of convictions, and you need to look into that before you fill out the application because they'll bring it back on you.
Yeah. They'll put it back on you. So you can, they might still push you off for it, but they can't knock you before you try.
Basically, they're trying to screen you out. And that's basically what I've seen during my time. Every time I call or try to get something done, they're looking for a reason to screen me out. They say, well, we can't help you because of this. Not we can help you, but this says we can't help you. You correct that, and we can help you. So I feel like that's discrimination too.
Yeah, it sure doesn't help the situation. For sure.
Well, it's definitely hard to prove it, so they feel like they can get away with it. But one thing's for sure, recognizing it is the first step, because if you feel like you're being discriminated, you most likely are. Been singled out. So they can single you out and treat you one way and then treat somebody else better, which is discrimination.
Right. Yeah, that's true. It says, and we got the security deposit. It said that's what we're just talking about right now.
Yeah.
It says that if the tenant believes the landlord has unlawfully withheld the deposit, they should make a request for return of the deposit, preferably in writing, explaining why the deposit should be returned. If the landlord and tenant still cannot agree that the return of some or all of the deposits is justified, the tenant can take the landlord for small claims court.
That's
where
you take them to?
A small claims court.
Oh, small claims court?
Yeah, you gotta follow the steps though. You can't drop the ball. Drop the ball, then they're gonna get away with some kind of a time thing where you violated the time limit, so you only had 3 days to file that, so you didn't file it, so everything's out the door.
Yeah, everything's out the door.
Don't help them to hinder you.
Yeah.
Don't give up. They love for you to give up.
Yeah.
Talk one at a time, because then they won't be able to hear what they're saying.
Right.
We probably can't coordinate that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. We can work on it. I'm just making a joke. When I get nervous, I make jokes.
It sounded like an echo.
Oh, did it?
Yes, that's why I only say that.
Oh,
No, we need the feedback. That helps us. Because, next time we do it, we'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Your input is needed.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You have to Thank you a lot, appreciate it for the constructive, criticism, it's great.
I want to say
You
thank
know what
you.
makes me mad?
What?
I have a child and they won't even help me.
Gee whiz.
Which one?
Taking care of a child, a great child.
Yes, but you know, when I go to the DHS to get help, you know, for housing or any other place.
Right?
But I found out something.
What's that?
This is for all us older ladies or, you know, grandparents, is that, you know, like the senior villages, they say that children are not allowed. That's not true.
Wow.
If we have court papers saying that we're taking care of our grandchild.
And you're the legal guardian.
Right.
Yes, and they can live with us.
They can live with
And that
senior
makes sense.
citizen.
So a lot of people are under misconceptions, huh? They're under misconceptions. that
People
they
not
can't.
knowing that would just accept it.
Right.
So
So it's
that's
good that that
good.
came out. Yeah, I didn't know that myself. That's really good.
And so if you have legal rights for your grandkids,
Yes.
you can still live in a 55 over senior housing program or whatever, one of the communities.
Yes.
That's saying that you can't discriminate. That's your family.
I
you
still
know.
party, and
That's
they don't
fine.
like it. I lived on the one on Almanda Street when I was younger, and there were a bunch of old people. They loved me. They said I was too damn wild.
Too wild at
damn
the time,
wild.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They gave me slack because I turned around and I helped them, like I cleaned their yard or
Yeah.
went shopping for them or
Yeah.
paid their bills. So they go, no, we'll keep her.
Well, being too wild, that's subjective. That's like somebody's opinion. But you did the best remedy. You showed them that you are an asset. If they're older people, there's certain things that you can do to help them.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And they waive that. And then they say, oh, yeah, she's okay. Because they're looking at, there's a benefit in having you there.
Yes, and they were helpful because every time I got mad or I locked myself out of the house, I always punched my hand through the window.
Oh, wow.
And then,
That's kind of aggressive.
the old lady next door.
That's wild.
Wow.
Mrs. Anderson come over again, Holly? Why can't you ask me so I can get the master key? I ain't got time for that. And I'm over there halfway in the house.
Yeah, you're frustrated. Yeah. So,
But I learned from that. So.
yeah. And people can learn from what you learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Experience is a good thing. All
Yes. Yes. There you go.
right, thank you.
Good to see you.
I want you guys to know that you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
You say about
You guys are
that.
doing a good job.
I think I deserve a coffee cup.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody told me that you might have a spare coffee cup.
Oh, yes, I forgot to bring them. I have several that I could bring. So I'm gonna bring them to, next Wednesday.
Let me tell you what I did. I threw out all my
Bye,
paper
guys.
cups and said, bye. Thanks for coming by.
Bye.
You guys look great.
Thank you. Come on.
I'm gonna keep your yellow hair.
Ah! This is what I did. I hadn't done this since I moved in there. I threw out all the plastic cups that were all worn and stuff like this because that's not good to put hot stuff in plastic, right?
Yeah.
I threw all this stuff out because it was time.
Uh-huh.
And so I made room, you know, because I was a hoarder.
Oh, okay.
I was a hoarder. It wasn't like hoarding a lot of stuff, but I would even hoard plastic bags.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And oh, I gotta confess, it's still some plastic bags under my sink.
Oh.
But I've already committed mentally,
Mm-hmm.
gotta get rid of that because when God promises to send you something that you're asking for, a part of faith is you make room for it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's some new stuff that I've been wanting,
Okay.
but I hadn't made room for it.
Okay.
So I've made a
I'll
special.
bring the mugs next week.
Right on.
Well, thank you, and I got a special place for it, and I'm gonna
Okay.
take a picture of. This is how we learn.
Okay.
All right,
You guys need anything else?
that's all. That's really all I can think of.
Okay.
A sponge would help because I'm tearing up all my sponges.
Okay. I'll bring some sponges too.
Yeah.
Thank you, bless you.
Okay.
All
Catch
right.
y'all later.
All right.
All of us helping each other.
Well, we forgot to do our intro today, huh?
Well, we can do an intro now.
Today's episode of Getting the Herd is brought to you by Bottles and Cans.
Bottles and
So I want to
cans.
say
My
thank
best
you, Bottles
friend.
and Cans, especially in California where
Yep.
it's 5 cents, and if we were in a different state it'd be 10 cents, but we don't get as much as money that we're getting off the streets. So Bottles and Cans keeping us alive when we ain't got regular jobs. And
Man, that is the truth. That's how I'm paying my electric bill.
yeah.
Let's keep it real.
And today we're talking about different hustles there's different ways we make money, get money, earn income without a regular W-2. We don't have a regular 9-to-5 type of job.
Right.
So that we're talking about different ways we get funding,
Right.
like collecting cans.
Yeah.
That's
There's
today.
a lot of them out there.
Mhm.
Almost every day, every weekend, they're out there. So, and spiritually, when you put forth the work, God makes more things happen than you expected, because it takes faith, but the faith without the works is dead. So like you can have a horse, powerful horse. You can get back and forth. You can go cross country. You don't have to camp out and stuff, but you can go when you got transportation. But if that horse is dead, it's dead weight. So faith without work is dead. Faith is still the power, but you have to put in the work. So put in the work and you have the faith, and then miracles will happen. I know. I'm a witness.
Okay, faith is the substance of things unseen, the evidence of things hoped for.
There it is.
You know, what can we say?
That's just real. We have experienced this, and people for hundreds of years, if not thousands, have experienced that. One of the reasons why the Bible is the international bestseller, even translated, is because so many people had testimonies that it's the truth. That's why, that's it. I mean, you can't like prove it. You don't have everything like on videotape, but people's their own personal testimony. So if we embrace any words of faith, there's so many people that can say, yeah, faith works.
Yeah, I remember at rehab, she had faith when she when the soldiers came into the city of Jericho, and she sent them out the other way. And she showed her faith by accepting them,
Mm-hmm.
and giving them a way out. So her faith saved her.
Yeah.
So the city fell down, but she was saved because of her faith.
That's it. It's a power. It's an energy.
Yeah.
Too many people all over the world say the same thing. That's a consensus. When a lot of people is all saying the same thing, there's got to be something to it.
Yeah.
That's the part of the evidence.
Yeah.
So what's up next?
What's the different ways we make money when we ain't got a job to make money?
Woo!
So
Taking cans in, like you said,
Taking
bottles
the
and
cans
cans.
in.
Bottles and cans.
I think that's a good one too. You're helping the environment. You're helping clean up your city. You're recycling, and that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Don't think something that's small that helps don't count in the universe. Because for all we know, anything that's good, no matter how small it seems, might have a chain reaction effect and help a lot of people. We don't know.
Yeah.
But it's evidence.
now, are you a fan of filling up the bag and then going and take it in, or taking it in at a certain time? Like me, I like to go on a regular weekly schedule.
Right.
And then turn them in. Some people I know like to fill up 15 bags of trash can bags full of cans
Which I can understand. You get
before
more
they want to
money.
take it in. It's like, oh, I get more money at one time,
Yeah.
but it takes longer in between times. And
Yeah.
I just like to not have that much.
That does not work for me. I like routines. It would be very convenient. But when I started, see, I don't have no excuse. I'm embarrassed. The recycling place down my corner. Okay, so I don't really have no excuse. So I found when I start just taking it, I'm getting exercise. I got a brand new hand truck
Okay.
just for carrying my new barrels that I ordered at Uline. Get excellent stuff at Uline. All right, and they love new customers. When I just take a few, I might only get $2 or $3. But at this place, here's a miracle, and I love this. I hope somebody can relate to it, because it might sound unusual. I know this is the Holy Spirit. Where I have, they've got like stacks and stacks of $2 bills. All right. Now, I've always liked $2 bills since I was in elementary. So what I started doing was every time I go to the recycling center, I take the little dollars that they give me, but every time they give me a $2 bill, I stick it up on my wall.
Okay.
So now I got a number of $2 bills. That's my bank.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not in favor. It don't work for me to just wait and wait and wait and then like it attract insects
Yep.
outside. You know what I'm saying?
That's why another thing I don't like having them all there. That's why I asked, because I know some people that go, look, I'm gonna keep all these cans and take it in and get $50, but you're going once every other month. Where I go, I'm more of a fan of doing it every week, or at least when that bag's filled up, I take that bag. I like to do it on, this is my day. And if it ain't this Friday, it'll be next Friday, but it's always on a Friday.
There it is.
Type of
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
And so that's the routine.
It's a routine, yeah. So
Yeah.
with me, even though I get Social Security, you have to have extra money too, you know.
Right.
After I pay my rent, I'm gonna need some money, you know. So I have to do my can thing, follow whatever I have to do
Right.
to get the extra money over and above the Social Security, you know.
Right.
Right.
So
And it's helping.
Now, how do you do the cans? Do you do a big pile or a regular routine?
I have a route. I
Right?
do my route
Catch
at
them every
night.
day?
Yeah, every day
Okay.
at night. Yeah, every day.
So
Every
you don't
night,
let it build up
every-
at all. So every day you go can and come in and cash out the same day?
If I wanted to, yeah. But
Yeah.
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
I might save them a day, you know.
But not like 3 weeks.
No.
You just save a day or two.
Yeah,
Double
you know,
up the
because I
next
need that money.
But you know, if you're doing it that often, isn't it a chance you're actually making more? Because like, after you take it, it's in your mind, okay, I'm gonna go get some more.
Right, you're gonna go get your fill up
Yeah.
and take it the next day. You go on your route every night.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and people are protective of their routes. You gotta watch out.
Yeah.
You know, somebody else's route, they be on you
They
too.
catch you on their turf.
Yeah, on their turf, yeah, they get.
That's not really theirs.
It's not really theirs, but.
That attitude to be there.
Yeah.
Sometimes people have more of an attitude when they know they're in the wrong. When they know they don't own it, that'll make them be worse. You know, because they want to discourage you. They don't want you to like say, hey, look, I got a right to this. So they'll be worse. There's something to be aware of.
Yeah, you gotta be aware of.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that
So how do you handle that? What do you do? You have to brawl?
I know I
Rock,
don't.
paper, scissors?
Pretty much be like, well, you know.
I get
on if that guy's route, that guy's route. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, you know your route. Okay, and if it's a new route, and someone say, hey, you stepped on my toes.
You just gotta let it be.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, some people will, some people won't.
You know that's really important. I'm just not saying that because you brought it up, because it's something I had to think about. Because I saw somebody this morning that's like on my street. I was up before the sun. This is conflict resolution, and with some things there's no easy solution, right? But that's very important because here's people out there in need. We presume.
Mm-hmm.
There's a balance. This is what I found. See, if you go out and you have a route, you might not be of an attitude like, this is mine. You know,
Yeah.
you can be like, I hope they don't get it.
Yeah, I hope it no one tells
Yeah. So this is what I started doing. I started using analytical thinking, which is similar to critical thinking. We got some backward people that think like,
Backwards.
yeah. You know, that think that critical only means negative. You know, like criticizing. But there are many words that have more than one definition. Critical thinking means focused thinking. So my focused thinking in that is, well, you know, if I really want to get it, let me get up early before the sun come up.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
What's another thing you do besides the cans to pull in some income?
Oh.
I donate
Yeah,
plasma when I
Donating plasma, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
That also helps people.
Yeah, donating the plasma is good. That's $100 a week,
Yeah.
give or take. But I don't need to do that anymore.
These are legal ways. Those are two them are legal. These are legal ways.
Yeah, legal ways. That's what we want to talk about. All the different things you can do.
Everything
I'm
you
glad
can
I'm
do.
not. I'm not a trained criminal.
I know.
And I'm just
Another way to offset the
I'm
funds.
glad I am, but
No.
Another way to bring stuff into the
My
pad
opinion, you
is
gotta
to
do
get-
what you gotta do sometimes, man. to
If we
survive.
get supplies from other places, I know there's several, like, the Catholic Charities in
Oh yeah.
Baker Street, and they got all the where you can eat for the day, so then you don't
I'm
have
talking
to.
about you're talking about getting handouts or the food.
Yeah, they got
instead
the
of
food
cash.
and
Food
instead of the
banks.
cash, so then you actually got something at the pad. You don't have to go buy groceries because you got groceries. And then there's also
and then gleaners.
yeah, the Gleaners do it.
Yeah.
There's 7-day Advents. There the Adventists. There's also places that do like toiletries and cleaning supplies. There's a few in Farmers. I know the Whole Person Care.
I know it's
Sometimes
kinda
has little
hot
hygiene
out.
kits.
I messed up, guys. I ran across day before yesterday a list, a nice list of all the places that give out food stuff. It was a long list and had the addresses and everything, and I do not know where it is. So next time, I learned from everything. I mean, that was hot property for me.
Okay, and you left it there.
I don't know where I put. No, I took
Oh,
it
you
home.
took it
I
home.
know, yeah, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna stick it up on my calendar because I got like a bulletin board that I made out of cardboard and thumbtacks, right?
Okay.
But I didn't do it right away. So right now, at this moment, I don't know where it's at. But you best believe I'm gonna go in that house and I'm gonna find it. And as soon as I find it, that's my lesson learned. I'm gonna stick it right up there, and then I'm gonna bring it down here the following Wednesday.
Yep, I like that pinup board.
I have a whiteboard that I use.
Yo,
Yeah.
okay.
I put like something on there. Objective. I put a word on there.
Yeah,
And every
yeah.
morning when I wake up, I see that word. It might whatever that word might be. You know, it might be a gratitude. You know,
Okay.
I'm grateful.
That's a good
That's
thing.
just a word. And you look at it every morning, it starts kind of affecting you. You know,
That's
it
an
tells you-
affirmation.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
affirmation, and the whiteboard, you know, it's right there. So
Yeah.
you can't miss it. Sometimes when you're looking at things, looking around, you catch stuff like that. You catch it
Yeah.
outside of your eye, and your mind's on it.
And see, God might be laying that out for you, and you're aware, then you find it.
Yeah.
If you ain't thinking of it, or you just put it out of your head, you won't get
Yeah.
no benefit from
You
it.
know, yeah, I used to put on mine in the beginning, I used to put remain objective.
Right?
So I was objective in everything that I did.
That's
What's
good.
the point?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing personal. As
Yeah.
long as what
I'll
it is.
drink to that.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that. It ain't alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
water.
water.
Yeah, being objective is a good thing. You know, it keeps you from going strand here, strand there.
Yeah.
You know, you're on point. It's good to be on point. Some people think, are you being too, why so serious?
Yeah.
I'm like, why so serious?
Now you're getting it. That's why right
Yeah.
there.
But you're thinking, and thinking continuously is the opposite of an idle mind, because when you're not thinking, you can be slipping or get caught slipping or miss opportunities. I believe, as part of my belief system, is that the Creator, God, views us as family. And no really good parent wants to have to always tell their child what decision to make. When you're a good parent, you want to teach your child to learn how to make good decisions on his own, because you won't always be there. You know, and so if God is of that family love and respect of his creation, us, he wants us to be able to seek and find. He'll lay the diamonds even in our backyard, hidden. But if you don't look, you ain't gonna find it. Great to see ya.
Made it.
You
Hooray,
talk
made
about
it.
God, you respect his son. Not that much.
And that's family. That's,
He respects his son and he expects us to respect his son. And that's the truth. I mean,
yeah.
you know, I hear what you're saying.
Family's important. You know,
And it's not his fault that he got caught up, arrested, sent through all that stuff through the system. A lot of people, it's not their fault, you know, but it still happens today. So,
What are some other ways we can get some cash money or offset the need for cash money with
we came up with some
with
good
other
ones.
jobs? Yeah, you know any other ones?
I can't think of any.
I know if you offer like some yards. So remember you and Eddie had a deal worked
That's
out
right.
for me.
We got yards.
You're cutting yards,
That's
like
right.
just go out there and drum up business.
You
Yep.
can do that.
Yeah.
If you have a lawnmower, a weed eater.
Yeah, lawnmower, weed eater, walk
Yeah.
the yards, walk the neighborhood.
and somebody offered me a lawnmower. It just needs spark plugs.
Yeah,
Back to that thing about effort.
yeah,
When you're out there doing something good or doing something bad, rest assured, whether you know it or not, somebody's watching.
always.
Always watching. So if you're out there doing something good, or you're doing a good job with a good attitude, somebody's gonna notice that. I personally believe that if somebody appreciates it, they might not even say anything. A frequency and a vibration is created of positivity. But in the natural, in the concrete, I was out there, sometimes I was pushing the lawnmower down the street. Okay? And somebody up the street gave me opportunity to do their bushes.
Mm-hmm.
And the person next door to the person that I did their bushes, the person next door said, hey, I got a lawnmower. He really said I have two lawnmowers. One of them I'm not using because it doesn't have a spark plug. Since I had another one, I just used that. He said, would you like it? And I said, sure. Yeah, how much is it? He said, man, look, I see you out here. So I've seen you walk down the
I
street.
heard it was her on the 19th,
Pulling,
Friday the 19th, and
pulling
there was not
the
a
lawnmower
complaint
behind you.
from you guys.
If you want this lawnmower, man, just come get it.
So your letter is saying that, hey, we're not involved in this.
Going out
Go ahead and refile again.
at
because that would be the
churches and outreach. That's a good one.
And the other thing
Blood
is
Ministries
that
right there on
certain,
we got Chester.
for certain
H.
things, yeah, it's only
It's on
6
Truxton,
months.
anyway.
You're-
Truxton and
it doesn't
H.
fall under the-
I think that's the one on.
They got food baskets there.
That's why I keep.
Tuesdays morning. So going out and getting food baskets is one way to offset the need for cash. Another
So
little
what you're
hustle.
saying, you got the letter.
Don't forget, it's Catholic services also.
Catholic services.
Yeah, they got
Garden Pathways does it also as well.
Yeah.
They got food baskets there, and they got mentorships to help people do other places. You know, finding outreach stuff, get your job placement maybe. Help you with like interview clothes. So you can get a job, you know.
I got a job working with a doctor in senior citizen facilities. This is crazy. Because okay, I don't remember the name of the organization. It was ran by the Hispanic community.
Okay.
And they had some vouchers, and I was qualified, and I got a white, I think it's called an intern uniform.
Okay.
And then there was a cash thing, like to get shoes or whatever. So I already had some shoes. That was nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to, if I hadn't asked, I wouldn't have found out.
Mm-hmm.
I asked, could I get something else pertaining to the job with the cash voucher? And he said, yeah, anything that'll help you in the job. Now, it was 3 other people that got the cash voucher, and they didn't know that.
How to get back into the court,
I got a watch
because the judge.
and a stethoscope.
Okay.
And then I got hired because I had the equipment, Ben.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I was just open. You know, just ask a question.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst that happens is somebody just says no.
Yeah. Worst
You
thing
know?
that happens for asking questions and no.
Yeah. And I felt kind of like, maybe I shouldn't even ask this, but I did because I wanted to work.
Right.
And I didn't need no shoes. I already had some shoes. So I ended up getting one of the best jobs, and I say it was the best job because the people treated me nice. The doctor and the doctor's assistant treated me nice. And when I'm touched by this. When I was telling the doctor that I was going to apply at some hospital, he said, oh yeah, I'll write you a letter. His assistant got worried or upset, right? He said, well, you're working with us. She was expressing that I was a good worker, and I was helping more than I even knew, you know, because I would talk to the patients, and I would go ahead of the doctor while he was helping one patient. I'd look on the list and see who's the next one, because you know there are different rooms and different areas. And I'd be able, so he wouldn't waste time, I'd be able to tell him, okay, we're going over here. So the doctor's assistant really appreciated that.
Yeah.
And then she told me a little later. But check this out. I overheard the doctor telling her, said, no. We don't want to hold you back. Because we're just part-time.
And you got this job from, how did you find it?
It was employers training resource, but a part of it was, I think it was like Mexican American job employment.
Okay.
But that was part of the employers training resource. And I didn't even know I could go get help there.
Right.
Till I asked. They said, oh yeah, it's for anybody.
There's a lot of stuff out there. You just gotta know who to ask.
And that's how I got the job.
And that's what we got. We're here raising awareness of where you can ask.
And I got the job over the other candidates because I had the stethoscope. You know, a lot of people got watches, okay? So I had the white uniform, already had some nice shoes, but I was the only one in there that had a stethoscope. And that's because when you're dealing with senior citizens, sometimes you have to check their pulse. And when you get trained, you can listen to their heart and see if it's abnormal. Because somebody could be experiencing a weak heart, but you can't tell.
Right.
You know. So anyway, that was, I've learned from what I call miracles. It was a miracle that I got that job.
Okay. Yeah, it's always nice to get a job from an unexpected place.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's about all the time we got for today. I want to thank our sponsor again, Bottles and Cans, helping us nickel and dime our way through the month.
Hey.
So thank you for that, Nick. Bottles and Cans.
All right.
Thank you much. We will see y'all on our next installment of Thinning the Herd.
Thanks a lot. Remember, there's resources out there, and for my money, prayer works.
Yep. Comment. If you need some help, we can help. We will.
All right. Peace out till next time.
We had a viewer.
Excellent. We doing something right.